Hi guys, how are you? Today is Saturday. Me and I just came back from the beach. Stiga Beach here. She's in the back sleeping and the air conditioning is on if it's a little loud. It's not sponsored by Celsius. I wish the video was sponsored by Celsius. So this is the new Peach Vibe Sparkling White Peach Edition. I love this drink. Only has 10 calories. And not sure how good it is for you, but it has essential energy, accelerates metabolism, burns body fat. No high fructose corn syrup, no preservatives, no artificial colors. So I love this flavor, and then I love the sparkling apple. Those two are my favorites. There's some, I think, like the flat ones that are not fizzy at all or sparkling. I don't think I like those a lot, but those two are really good. Anyways, today I wanted to come out here and talk all about macros, calories, how to track your calories, and I want to do it step by step. But first, let me just give you an overview. So I'm currently eating in a calorie deficit. That means you eat less calories than your body burns. So if you eat in a calorie deficit, you should usually lose weight. If you eat in a calorie surplus, you will either gain weight, as in body fat, or if you do strength training, you will gain muscle. So there are three things you can eat in: calorie deficit, maintenance, or calorie surplus. So to find your maintenance calories, that's really important to start this whole journey. What I would suggest that you track how much you eat every day, your calories, and some people also track their protein. So if you want to sustain or gain muscle, it's important that you don't just track your calories, but you also track your protein at least, so how much protein you consume. I personally use MyFitnessPal. It's not an ad either. It's a free tracker. It's free on every phone. I did not get the premium version. I mean, some people buy the premium version, but I'm not even really know the difference. But it's a free app. You can scan barcodes if you eat food from barcodes. There's a lot of restaurants that are in there, especially chains like Chipotle, Cheesecake Factory, I don't know, Panera, Chick-fil-A. Any chain restaurants are definitely in there. And then for other restaurants, the more you cook at home, the better you get at portion sizes. So if you know, like 250 grams of rice looks like this much, and if you go out to eat, right, then either just eat that much, or sometimes in a restaurant you can ask at the beginning to like split the portion in half, and you just eat half and take the rest home. So you will, the more you cook at home and the more you track at home by either weighing your food or using cups or other measuring tools, the better you will become when you eat out. You will understand then, oh, this is 8 ounces of chicken because that's how big it is at home, right? Or this is 1 cup of rice. So the more you do it at home, the more you'll be able to eyeball it when you go to a restaurant. But at the beginning, I would suggest eat more at home, or at restaurants they have exactly the calories, versus like going in other restaurants. And you don't have to do it for the rest of your life. Right now I do it every day too, but some people like have like 1 or 2 untracked days a week. Once you reach your goal weight or goal physique, and once I will reach my goal physique or goal weight, I don't want to say weight, just like in general physique, the way you want to look, then you can be a little bit more lenient, right? So you can either just track once or twice a week, or like do 2 untracked days, maybe the weekend, and then you add more and more untracked days until you stop tracking, because the more practice you get in it, the more you will know what your portion size should be and how much you want to eat, right? So again, if you eat in a calorie maintenance, know exactly, you eat the calories that you burn, then you will neither gain or lose weight, right? You should stay steady and keep your physique steady. If you eat in a calorie deficit, then you will lose weight. You don't want the deficit to be this high. You want it to maybe 100 or 200 calories under your maintenance, 100 or 200 under your maintenance a week. Do not go down to like 1200 calories a week. Yes, you will lose weight really fast, but also your body will adjust. Your body will be like, oh my god, you're starving yourself, so it'll stop losing weight. It'll adjust to the 1200 calories, and at some point that might become your new maintenance, and you don't want that to be your maintenance, because every time then you eat over the 1200, you automatically gain weight back like this. So slow and steady wins the race. Be consistent. I know a lot of people want to do like these diets, lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks, but it's not realistic, right? So you want to do it slow and steady. Don't rush it. You didn't gain the weight overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight. And the more consistency you can put behind it, and the more consistent you can do it and not rush it, the longer lasting it will be, and the more sustainable it will be, right? So you could also eat at your maintenance calories and just add a little bit of cardio. But again, be careful, right? If you do an hour of cardio a day and then you lose weight, as soon as you stop doing the cardio, you will probably gain it all back, because then you're not anymore eating in a deficit, right? Because cardio burns, so let's say 1800 calories is your maintenance, right? And then you do an hour cardio a day, which burns maybe 300 calories. So those 300 calories puts you in a deficit then, right? Because you should be eating 2100 to be at maintenance, if that makes sense. So once you stop doing the cardio, but your body adjusted to the cardio, yeah, 1800 might not be your maintenance anymore. You might then be gaining weight back. So it's very tricky to like play with this. So what most people do nowadays, and what I think is more consistent, is add in strength training. If you do strength training and eat at your maintenance weight, if you don't want to lose a lot of weight, then you can also make sure you eat a lot of protein. It's recommended around 1 gram per body fat, per body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to eat 150 grams of protein, or 0.75 to 1 gram for each. So around 150 grams of protein a day to build that muscle and gain muscle mass. And then you do 2 or 3 strength trainings a week at your maintenance, and you will slowly increase muscle, and muscle will burn more calories. So you can slowly increase your maintenance calories that way. So, or you can eat in a calorie surplus. That's the third option, right? So if you eat in a calorie surplus, you eat like 100 to 100 calories more than your maintenance would be. And like I said, do strength training, and then your muscles will grow if you eat more protein. Hopefully you don't get any body fat, you just gain muscle. And then you can increase your maintenance. Let's say right now you've been doing crazy diets for months and months and months. You only eat 1200, 1300 calories, and your body got adjusted to it, right? You want to slowly eat 100 calories more a week. So let's say week 1 you eat 1300 calories. Incorporate some strength training. You will feel more energetic because you have more calories that you can burn. So do a little bit of strength training. So once you're at 1300 calories and you don't gain any more weight, then you can bump it to 1400 calories, and slowly you can increase your maintenance weight, increase your maintenance calories, because you don't want to eat 1200 calories for the rest of your life. I'm currently doing 1700, and I'm not hungry, I swear, at all. Like, I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I usually try not to snack, and on 1700 I don't go to bed hungry. I don't go to sleep and be like, I'm starving. But it would still be nice, once I have my goal weight or goal physique, to slowly increase it maybe to 2000, right? So then the next week I will increase it to 1800, keep doing strength training, and hopefully don't gain weight back, and slowly be able to increase it so I can eat 2000 a day. So because that would be nicer, right? An extra 300 calories is another snack or a piece of chocolate, like half a bar of chocolate, you know, or like a small bar of chocolate. So it would be nice to be able to fit another 300 calories in, right? Because who doesn't love to go out to eat or hang out with friends? Or it could be 300 calories could be like 2 glasses of wine, right? Which I'm still not drinking, but I'm sure I'll have a glass of wine in the future. So now that you know the difference between eating in a deficit, eating at maintenance, or eating in a surplus, now the most important thing is to figure out what is your maintenance calories. So there's a lot of different ways to do that. So this is what I would recommend. I have this scale that was like $15 on Amazon. I will link my Amazon store below. It's under, like, I think the health category. $15. It comes with a free app. So you get on the scale, it shows you your body fat, your body mass, your muscle mass, so you can keep tracking all of that. It also tells you your base metabolic rate. That's the calories you burn if you don't do anything. If you would just lay in bed all day long where you just sit on your chair and work from home. If you don't walk, nothing. I think mine is at 1800 calories. So that's why right now I'm eating 1700, right? Because I do want to lose weight and I do some strength training. So I guess my strength training probably burns 100 to 100, and then I'm eating 1700. And I think my base model is at like 1700. So I'm like 100 to 100 under the maintenance, right? So you can use a scale. You can also do my MyFitnessPal app, or there's tons of calculators online. But the thing is, you just put in your age, if you're male or female, if you move a lot or not, and then it spits out a number. Obviously, there's like 10 million women that weigh 150 pounds and are 30 years old, but their body's completely different, right? So some have probably more body fat, some have more muscle, but those calculators don't know any of that. Some, I think you measure like your waist to hip like, you know, the measurements, and then it kind of includes that in the calculation. But I think the scale is more accurate. And then let's say you use those calculators and they tell you your maintenance is 1800. You want to first find out your maintenance before you want to lose weight. Don't, like I said, don't rush through anything, right? So you eat at 1800 calories for 2 weeks straight, because, you know, we have our period, there's other things coming, you know, your hormones are irregular, so you don't want to just do it for a week. Count your calories with MyFitnessPal, eat 1800 if you think that's your maintenance for 2 weeks straight. Weigh yourself every single day and write it down. If your average weight within those 2 weeks didn't change, obviously it's going to go up and down a little bit, right? Like I said, we have hormones and other things going in. But if those 1800 calories, your average weight stayed around the same, then you're good. Then you know that's your maintenance. Or don't do anything different with working out, right? Work out the way you've worked out before. If you were doing nothing, do nothing. If you were doing cardio once a week, do cardio once a week. Don't change anything yet about your workout. Just do what you did before, eat the way you ate before at those 1800 calories. And if you didn't lose any weight, then you know that's your maintenance, right? If you did lose weight, you know that's not your maintenance calories. And the next week you want to increase it by 100 to 100 calories. Don't do anything different about working out. You want to first figure out your maintenance, the baseline, right? Because that's really important. And also, obviously, your maintenance will change. If you start working out more, if you gain muscle, if you become leaner, your maintenance calories will be different, right? Like I said, if you build muscle, it'll increase. Or if you gained weight at 1800 calories, then you know this is too high. So that's the very first important step that you want to do to figure out what's your maintenance calories. And then based on your goals, you want to gain muscle, eat in a surplus, eat more protein. If you want to lose weight, eat 100 to 100 calories below and see how you slowly lose weight. If you lose weight too fast, slow down in your working out or eat a little bit more. You don't want to lose weight too fast, like I said. So that's the basics. And now I want to go into a little bit more like the composition of your food, how much you should be eating in like protein or fat or carbs. Okay, so I made this little chart here. Let's go about just an average woman of 150 pounds who figured out her maintenance calories is 2000 kilocalories. Like I explained earlier how to do it. She also works out 2 to 3 days a week. So that's a pretty average maintenance person that you can think of. Obviously, you have to figure out your own maintenance calories like I described earlier. So then her deficit calories would be 1800 kilocalories to lose weight. So that way she only eats 200 calories less than her maintenance. She shouldn't be very hungry. It should be easy to adjust. You just take out one snack or you adjust a meal a little bit. So in that case, my recommendation would be 1 gram of protein per pound of body fat, per pound of weight. So she weighs 150 pounds. So she wants to eat about 150 grams of protein per day. That way she won't lose muscle or only a little bit of muscle, and she hopefully mostly loses fat. So 1 gram of protein has 4 kilocalories. So that way, since you know that now, she needs to eat 150 grams of protein. 1 gram has 4 kilocalories. So we know now that she has to eat 4 kilocalories times 150 grams. That's the math I'll be doing at the bottom, showing that she will have to eat around 600 kilocalories in protein. And like I said, you can use MyFitnessPal or any other free app, and you can set it up like that. You can say how much of your calories, let's say you put 1800 calories, you can say how much of that should be protein, and you can track it specifically like that. So that's really, really helpful. So since she's eating 600 kilocalories of protein, and you know we want to eat about 1800 calories, you have 1200 kilocalories less. 1200 kilocalories left. Sorry. And then about 30% of the kilocalories that you're eating in a day should be fat. You don't want to eat more than that because our goal is to lose fat. So now we're going to calculate how much fat she can eat in a day, right? So that's 30% of the 1800 kilocalories. So that's the next math I'm doing right now. How much fat this person can eat if the goal is to eat 1800 kilocalories and slowly lose weight. So she can eat 540 kilocalories in fat. Fat is very different than protein. It's 9 kilocalories per each gram of fat. So you see, fat has more calories than protein. So that's why even if you eat, you can eat a lot more, right? If you eat protein versus fat, because 1 gram of protein only has 4 calories, but 1 gram of fat has 9 kilocalories. So she can only eat 60 grams of fat, because 60 grams times 9 kilocalories is 540 kilocalories. And then the rest she can eat in carbs. So since we know she can eat 600 calories of protein, 540 kilocalories of fat, the rest will be 660 kilocalories of carbs. So now we have exactly broken out the macros and the kilocalories she can eat and the grams. So that's why I highly recommend weighing your food and looking on the labels if you buy food in packages. Or like I said, you could put chicken breast raw. You type that in MyFitnessPal and it shows you the breakdown. It shows you how much protein it has, how much fat, and how much carbs. So if you weigh your protein and you're eating, 100 grams of protein, you can look in MyFitnessPal how many of those 100 grams are from fat, from protein, or from carbs. So that's very, very important. So now I just put in a summary for her at the bottom, showing how many grams of each she can eat and how many calories that equals. So if you would like me to do this for you, personalized, I can help you figure out your maintenance calories. I can help you come up with this calculation, put a meal plan for you. And again, it's really important to note, right? Maybe her 2000 maintenance calories is right now, and 1800 right now will help her lose weight. But the more muscle you gain, if you work out more, or the less you weigh, that will change, right? So I can also help you adjust. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment if what else you want to know, and thank you so much for watching.